It is Wednesday, so we have Superman. I don't always review a Superman comic on Wednesday. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm just, other than this is going up on a Wednesday, or should be going up on a Wednesday. This is more of the time trapper stuff right here. They're just doing it from another point of view. And then we see, just the beginning of the KO event right there. We see Superman go onto the fortress to gain information on Darkseid and all that, and you see Jor-El here just be like, we have no information because outside stuff is illegal. We see Parasite here. I think he's a good guy now, just based on some of the stuff. That's Mercy. He's like, the reason I say he's a good guy is because he sees Superman, gives him a thumbs up, it's like, hey, how you doing? So yeah, then this leads into the Titans event. This canonically comes before Titans, because this is where all of that is. This is like the technology that the Titans use for their spaceship. Or based on it, then we see Superman saying, hey, let's take a walk or whatever. Tells her about the whole idea. And Lois is like, I don't get special treatment. Everyone should be doing it. Then the kids show up, and he tells them everything. If you remember DCKO, this is like that shot where Superman's walking with his family. And then this is like right as they're about to leave for the KO event. Everything after this point is where I say, is why I left this issue for last. So we see them leave off. You see the people start trying to leave the planet. Lois takes a detour. She goes to the fortress. Yeah, she goes to the fortress, talks to Jor-El, does reporter stuff. We see Superman fighting in the first issue of DCKO, along with Lois talking to Jor-El, and then all of a sudden Laura shows up. And she's like, oh, something happened. You awakened my programming. And so she kind of talks a little bit about Darkseid based on stuff that she believes in and how every planet has this great apocalypse story thing or whatever. Then we see something come crashing through. And it looks like Superman. Only to find out it's freaking Superman Prime. I'm going to call him Superboy Prime because that's how I know him. He's like, yeah, well, I'm not stuck in the future anymore. I came back through shenanigans. And then some emissaries of Darkseid show up. After blasting both Lois and Superboy Prime with solar energy. I can't remember who this guy is, but he has solar powers. Oh. He's like, why are you smiling? Because Superboy is now smiling. He's like, he breaks the fourth wall here with the last page reveal. He's like, what? And then we get to see Lois have powers again, because apparently she got powers in the future. Or in the past. Whatever. Oh yeah, see, it still says Superboy Prime. So yeah, Superwoman is back, and we will see it in the next issue of Superman, I believe. Yeah. So, this is going to be interesting. That's why I left it for last. Because it has huge implications, especially if Superboy Prime is here. If anyone knows anything about Superboy Prime, you will understand why that's huge. But yeah, I give this a 9 out of 10.